Hello YouTube family, it's a new week. We kind of slacked on the videos last week. We got the cows and we actually did pretty good putting up a couple videos, and then things just went haywire and got crazy. So we're actually, are we second guessing this purchase, Ben?
Starting to wonder. I was never a roper. I was a bull rider.
Most cowboys rope off a horse, but you can see Ben's in a big red Chevrolet horse. So we have got several situations going on. Ben is trying to rope a calf. Since we've had the cows, you saw the first mishap the first day where we had to haul off the mama because the baby died and she was crazy. We've had one more little mishap and we've lost a mama. Thought about not sharing it with y'all, but we're trying to share the good and the bad and just let y'all know really what's going on. Now we've got a calf with no mama. So, but out of buying a whole herd, we feel like actually we've had several bright spots. We had a heifer, her calf get stuck this morning and then she wound up having it just fine, so that was a huge blessing. But this is just one of the things that happens, and we've got to try to get this baby onto somebody because it still needs milk. And if you'll remember, we also had the day that the cows arrived, the mama and baby get separated and she kind of walked away from it. We've had them put up ever since. She's doing great. She accepted the baby after just a few hours, but she has tons of milk. So we're trying to get this little guy. Ben's gonna try to rope it and try to get it up to that corral where that mama and baby has been staying and see if she'll accept this one too, because she's got plenty of milk. Let's see how this goes. So that's the baby, the little black white face. Not far over from me, there is a cow laying dead, and I'm not going to show it to you because it's pretty gross, but like I said, we thought about not showing it, but that's just cattle farming. If we only showed you the highlight reel and made you think that these things don't happen, that's just a lie, because when you're raising cows, you're going to lose some every once in a while. All kinds of different things happen. Just every animal you get has its own set of things to watch out for, and so that's just life. We lost one. I hate it. We did everything we could. That's part of why we haven't been making videos. We've spent all weekend messing with cows and just trying to get them all situated. It's been a huge adjustment for them and us. So, but we're just trying to make the best of it now and get this little calf what it needs. So let's watch and see if Ben can get it roped. All right, we abandoned the roping idea because none of us are ropers. Ben was a bull rider, but he never was a roper. So we're trying to herd it up this way and just put it in the lot, and then we're gonna get it over to try to find it a new mom.
Like a hand. I can just don't hand. Good idea, Mommy.
Yeah. I was on that team.
High five him.
Air five.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. Baby, come on.
Run is that black and white. So I came out this morning to check cows. I was just gonna check cows real quick because I knew we had the mama that was kind of down and not doing so well. We'd done everything we could for her yesterday. It was spitting sleet and rain, and the temperature was dropping all day yesterday, but we spent part of the afternoon outside with her anyway. Wound up calling someone in to give us some assistance, and anyway, I was coming out to check on her, and she had died. Didn't make it, and it was 17 degrees this morning. It was freezing. It was actually colder than that, but it was 17 by the time the sun was up and I came out to check them. Look up, and there's one of our heifers that we've had for a few years that was pregnant with her second calf. Cows are called heifers until after they've had their second calf, when then they become a cow, I guess. But people call them first calf heifers and second calf heifers. So she's a second calf heifer. Her first one, she actually got out, or I take that back. A neighbor's bull got in with our cows, and she was in heat and bred her last year, and it was not a breed that we wanted. It was a very small breed that it wasn't a longhorn, but something similar to that. That's not what we wanted, but it did give her a very, very small calf for her first calf. She delivered it no problem. It came out looking like a little fawn deer. Actually, it was tiny, slim, tiny little head. So this is this heifer's first time to be bred by a beef bull, which can be bigger head, more trouble having them. And she's walking around with feet hanging out, and here in a minute I'll look up and the head is sticking out, but that's as far as she goes, and I'm not seeing her push anymore. And if they stay like that very long, the calf will die. Its head will start swelling, and it's just not good. Once they start, they don't need to just the calf be part hanging out for a long time. So she was just walking around like that, but I could not get close to her, so I wound up going and getting Lane. I wish I had it on video, but we wound up chasing this heifer all over the field. Lane got a hold of it once, actually, pulled on the feet, and she took off running right at the same time. His hand slipped off the feet and he fell over into the hot wire. It is literally a small miracle that it didn't shock him, but he's very agile, he's very athletic, and he bounced right up off of it, and just he knows how to tuck and roll. That's all I can say. But he got off of it before it shocked him, because we went back later to test it, like, is that thing not on? It's on. I don't know how he didn't get shocked, but I'm gonna show you this baby. It was just born a few hours ago in 17 degrees. The mom had trouble. We wound up having to give up. I was so down because that cow had died, and then here I thought this calf was probably gonna be dead by the time this was over. Ben was going by here for work, pulled in and said, where's she at? And I told him the woods she went into, and he went over there and she laid down and had it by herself. So I overreacted, I guess, but I don't know why she was just walking around not pushing with part of a calf sticking out, but who knows. But it turned out well. I'm thanking the Lord for it, and it's super cute. It's a little heifer. I'm gonna show it to you. Ben took care of her. He's unrolling the hay, which I took a little clip of to show you, but it always leaves like a tiny little core left, and he always saves that core and gives it to somebody like that needs it. He's been taking some to the one in the corral, and now he's giving her this core of this hay bale over here by herself so she can be by herself with her baby.
And here's Andrea's OCDness.
And this is how we count cows, because I'm trying to count.
Not we, she.
I'm trying to count 107 cows.
How many?
107 out here.
I'm gonna keep her recording, see if she hollers at me for slow down, speed up. But I gotta make sure I don't run over a calf. It's 30 degrees out there, and she's standing up in the bed of a truck counting cows. OCD. Did you count these 3 on this side? That'll mess her account up.
All right, guys, here is where we're gonna part ways. Ben and I have talked about a couple times this week, are we crazy for buying all these cows? But then in the next breath we think, nah, this is what we've always wanted. And we've had some mishaps. We spent basically the whole weekend and all of last week messing with cows. From them calving to we're having to put out hay every day, 3 or 4 bales a day. We're feeding them every day because these cows were used to being fed. Just all kinds of stuff. It's just kind of taken over for right now, but we knew it was going to be like that until they get settled in and until the grass starts growing, and then it'll really be a good routine. We can come out hopefully early in the morning, move them to their new paddock, get them to where they've got water. We're still working on the shade situation, so if you have a recommendation for a movable shade shelter, let us know. But for right now, getting cows while it's still hay season, hay feeding season, it's a lot of work, but we are having a ball. Actually, we just drive out through here all the days Ben's been off work. We get our coffee and we drive out here and check cows first thing in the morning before it's even good in daylight, and that's just a dream to us. That's been a blast. It's been good for the kids. They've helped us do everything. So all in all, we wouldn't change it. Even though we've had some mishaps, we knew that was going to happen, and that's going to happen with any animal. You've got to plan for the unexpected. And when I was doing all my figuring and stuff when we first bought these, Ben even told me then, he said, now don't bank on the fact that everything's going to go perfect, because it won't. Not with cows. You'll lose some calves, you'll lose a cow here and there. It's just the way it is. So I'm trying to go with the flow. That's not my strong suit, but I've done pretty well throughout this whole cattle adventure doing that so far. So that's been a good thing. And I just thank y'all for taking this journey with us. We'll be showing you a lot more on the cows. It's just kind of consumed us for the last week or so, along with a whole lot of other things we've had going on in our life, not just homesteading. We have a whole life outside of homesteading. So that's just the way it is right now. It's busy, 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 and probably will only get busier. I have got to get potatoes and onions in the ground this week, and English peas. I really want to grow English peas and can a bunch of those because we like to eat those. So the garden is fixing to kick in full swing. I'm going to try to take y'all in the whole garden process with me, and show you how we grow a year's worth of food for our family. I'm going to try to take you through all the animal stuff that we do and just everything. And Lane and I are looking at cutting probably about 80 acres of hay a couple different times this summer to try to put up enough hay for these cows. I'll be taking you along with that as well. So just thank you for supporting us, watching us. If you haven't, subscribe, hit the like button, leave us a comment, share us, and tell other people about our channel. And just thank you for all the things you've already done. We appreciate y'all so much, and we will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.